Remember that success is often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. Now, details. Nigeria's economic challenges may get worsened unless there is massive investment in agriculture, which was the mainstay of the nation's economy before the advent of crude oil. This was the submission of some personalities who spoke with our reporter, Benga Adekoya, on the need to change the current state of the nation's economy through agriculture.
Nigeria has been known for its vibrant agrarian economy prior to the discovery of crude oil in commercial quantity in 1956 in a village called Oloibiri in the present-day Bayelsa State. Agriculture was the major source of Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings through the exportation of cash crops such as rubber from South-South region, groundnut pyramid and skin produced by the northern region, cocoa and coffee from the western region, and palm oil and kernel from the eastern region of the country, which have now become a thing of the past. The discovery of crude oil in Nigeria, according to the former Commissioner for Special Duties in Ogun State, Akogun Kola Onodipe, is a mixed blessing, as it is the reason behind the current state of the nation's economy, saying only massive investment in agriculture can fast-track Nigeria's economic recovery.
We have no other choice. Agriculture is our mainstay. It brings employment and it brings steady income. And that's the way it is. It's about agric. The poultry is agric. That's livestock. And we have quite a good land here that we are the best. We are the best location in the whole world to have a poultry that has minimum mortality.
Otumba Kunle Kalejaye, a senior advocate of Nigeria, says there is an urgent need for diversification of the Nigerian economy from its present crude oil-dependent system to other sectors such as agriculture and manufacturing, which should be given an opportunity to thrive and support revenue from petroleum, especially now that the price of oil is nosediving.
Unless the government supports the agriculture, because the government cannot cope with what we are seeing now, government must make agriculture a national project. It must become a national project. Unless we don't know what we are doing.
Respondents argued that Nigeria fared better during the era when its economy was dependent on agriculture, regretting that the discovery of crude oil has not added much value.
It is for government to put agriculture as top on the agenda. And we have enough documentation at the state level, at the local government level, even at the federal, about what we need to do in agriculture. Very simple. Organize our farmer, build their capacity, and then finally help them with the downstream side of what they produce. I'm talking about marketing. I'm talking about how to make money out of their investments.
They appeal to the federal government to give special consideration to the agriculture sector in the 2022 budget and support individuals who are willing to go into agriculture by making it more attractive so as to collectively revamp the economy.
Determined to bring succor to the residents and motorists in Songwater axis of Ogun State, the government will on Monday, 25th October 2021, commence palliative works on the deplorable Songwater-Joju Road. According to a statement by Kunle Shomori, the Chief Press Secretary to the State Governor, Prince Abeokuta, engineers have been given instructions to begin work on the road. The statement adds that the discomfort of the bad condition of the road had subjected residents and motorists to hard times and made it extremely important to immediately put in place the palliative measures. Shomori, however, said that the palliative road works, which will run concurrently with the ongoing rehabilitation work on Songwater-Idiroku Road, are simply to bring succor and make the road usable pending completion of its reconstruction by Julius Berger. On the instructions of the Ogun State Governor, Abeokuta, Engineers will on Monday begin palliative works on Songwater-Jeju Road and Abeokuta local government area. The development is coming regardless of the ownership of the road by the federal government. The deplorable and unstable condition of the road, which has for some time now plagued the axis, residents and road users, made it extremely important to immediately put in place the palliative measures. The statement concluded that palliative road works, which will run concurrently with what is going on Songo-Idiota Road, are simply to bring succor and make the road usable pending the completion of its reconstruction. The Akarigbo and paramount ruler of Remoland, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, will on Monday, 25th October 2021 be inaugurated as the new chairman of the Ogun State Council of Obas. The ceremony, to be performed by the state governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, at the conference hall, Obas Complex, Okemoso Abeokuta, will start at 11 in the morning. A statement by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Kolaoli Fagbon, added that the 2021 statutory quarterly meeting of the Council will hold after the inauguration. Only invited permanent and rotational members, according to the statement, are expected at the meeting and must also adhere strictly to the COVID-19 protocols. Rotary International District 9110 has joined the rest of the world in marking this year's World Polio Day with a sensitization work through some major streets in Abeokuta metropolis. Joining Rotary International on the World Polio Day work was the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Koka, and other stakeholders in the health sector. Elizabeth Eso reports.
In 1988, the World Health Assembly adopted a resolution to eradicate polio around the world. October 24 was then chosen to coincide with the birth date of Jonas Salk, who led the first team to develop a vaccination against polio. Africa, Nigeria in particular, has been certified by the World Health Organization to be free of polio, leaving just Afghanistan and Pakistan with the existence of the virus. In order to retain the present status of Nigeria and also to completely eradicate polio all over the world, informed therefore this year's theme, Keep Polio at Zero. Joining the rest of the world on this sensitization exercise is Rotary International Ogun State, commemorating the day with a walk across major streets in Abeokuta by members of over 20 clubs in Ogun State.
Because disease prevention is one of our 7 focuses in Rotary International. If you look at what I'm wearing, the front is saying keep polio at zero. But if you look at my bag, it's talking about COVID-19 vaccination. So we are also identified with the issue of COVID-19. All through this pandemic, since the pandemic has started, Rotary has been doing a lot of advocacies. Rotary has been doing a lot of support to the government. In fact, Rotary is working with some international agencies to ensure that this vaccine of COVID-19 that is available now goes round to the whole world. The work we have done for polio, we will definitely do for COVID-19.
The work, which is also to sensitize the general public of how safe is the COVID-19 vaccination. Had in attendance the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Koka, who commended Rotary International for its humanitarian services, especially in the health sector. However, reiterated the state government's commitment at ensuring that all citizens are duly vaccinated.
COVID vaccination is taking place in the state. We've vaccinated 138,000 people, which is about 2% of the population. But next week, we're going to scale up our campaign into the private sector. So all private clinics, some private clinics will be able to give COVID vaccinations. Also, all our PHCs will be vaccination sites from next week, and we'll be driving a mass vaccination campaign, which will be flagged off sometime next week.
The World Polio Day walk kick-started from the June 12 Cultural Center through Pansheke, Omida, Shakpon, Itoku, and back to June 12 Cultural Center. Elizabeth Esson, Ogtv News.
Still with Rotary International this time, the mission of the Rotary Club is to make the world a better place and to bring comfort to everyone around the world. Governor Rotary Club District 9110, Rotarian Remi Belu made this known while performing the inauguration and investiture of Rotarian Abeokuta Adeniro as the changemaker and chapter president of Rotary Club Ake Royal, held at the New Gate Hotel, Abeokuta. Matthew Shomi completes the report.
Rotarian Abeokuta Adeniro taking up the responsibility of running the newly formed Rotary Club of Akeoya with her investiture as the change maker and charter president of the club. She is the first female president of Rotary Club in Abeokuta. Governor of Rotary Club District 9110, Rotarian Remi Belu, represented by his assistant, Rotarian Festus Adetonwa, expressed his happiness to see the club grow in leaps and bounds with dedication to the goals of bringing succor to people and putting smiles on the faces of many around the world.
Part of their project, as they have been stated out, which addresses the 7 focus area of Rotary. The community situated around where this club is meeting, they have a lot to benefit from.
Chairman of the occasion, Rotarian Olayiwola Shogune, and the new club advisor, Rotarian Oluwafemi Lawal, said the various humanitarian projects so far implemented by Rotary Club of Akeoya show that the club has come to serve the people, the community, and humanity.
It's an organization of volunteers, working class people who have all come together to pool their resources together so as to help humanity. You know, series of projects, series of growth has happened since within the shortest time.
The new president described her investiture as a call to service and promised to discharge her duties to the best of her ability. Her husband, who is also a Rotarian, promised to work with her to achieve success during her tenure.
My promises to them is to serve humanity. As a president, you should be able to be humble and you serve. So to serve and carry them along to execute the projects that we have at hand.
I will support her in every way that I can, both at the home front, the club level. I will always do that at any point in time.
High point of the occasion was the presentation of awards to some individuals and organizations for their contributions to the society. Top on the list of the awardees is the Ogun State Television for the support of the corporation to the Rotary Club's humanitarian projects.
Charge me to do more. Promise that I will support the year of the Changemaker President for this Rotary year, 2000.
There was also launching of projects of the club for the year and induction of board of directors and new members at the occasion. Matthew Shomi, Ogtv News.
Married couples should build their marriage on a strong foundation and guard against external influences. This was the submission of the wife of the Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, at the wedding reception of the State Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Oludare Kehinde, and Oluwaseyi Ayebuse at the International Conference Hall, Ibadan, Oyo State. Our reporter, Adebola Oshoboji, reports that the State Deputy Governor, Engineer Nohimot Salako Oyedele, led top government functionaries to the event. Her report.
Marriage is a holy union between man and woman as ordained by God. In fulfilling this, Oluwaseyi accepted the Ogun State Commissioner for Youth and Sport, Honorable Oludare Kehinde, as her loving husband. It was a gathering of the state political actors and well-wishers, where the wife of Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, wishes the couple a perfect union. She urged them to live in harmony and shun any forms of unpleasant counsel.
As the husband, I know you've been told you have to protect your
Also speaking, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Naimot Salako Oyedele, admonished the couple to pray for the discerning spirit of God to steer the ship of the newly established home.
It's my wish and my prayer that the Almighty grants them a fruitful, blessed, and happy marriage. They've had a lot of admonitions from the church, from the family, and words of guidance to support them as they start this new life together.
The State Chief of Staff, Alhaji Salisu Shuaib, conducted the cutting of the wedding cake. Adebola Oshomuji, Ogtv News.
And from every one of us here in Ogtv, we wish the couple a happy married life. The University of Lagos Muslim Alumni Umar rose at its 32nd Annual General Meeting and Congress to address many challenges confronting the nation as it calls on government on all levels to double up efforts and seek innovative solutions for Nigerians. President, University of Lagos Muslim Alumni, Alhaji Shuaib Afolabi Salis, who stated this as part of his charge for this year's meeting, also admonished Nigerians not to give up on the nation. Bumi Adigo reports that the event took place at the Central Mosque Hall of the University of Lagos.
32 students of the University of Lagos who have distinguished themselves as first-class graduates and best in their PhD programs have been honored by the University of Lagos Muslim Alumni at its 32nd Annual General Meeting and Congress. The University of Lagos Muslim Alumni was founded in 1985 with the purpose of promoting the fellowship of Muslim individuals who share a common religious interest. The group is holding its 32nd Annual General Meeting and Congress, where members of the Board of Trustees were inducted, approval for new constitution given, induction of new members, and unveiling of the new logo of the Ummah took place. President of the University of Lagos Muslim Alumni, Alhaji Shuaib Afolabi Salisu, while giving his message, reeled out the achievements of the executive so far and the task before them, as he never forgot to appreciate those that have made the task possible since.
The commission of Ummah to the Nigeria Party informed the team of our phenomenal lecture this year. The people, those tall and tall people, interpreting Nigerian economy. The program was great and enriching. The Ummah is better to continue to actively involved in shaping the policy and the response of solutions for our national challenges.
2 lectures with topics that can reshape the thinking of upcoming generations. Professor Muibi Olufemi Shaibu spoke on from graduation to professorship, path to success in the academia. Mr. Shakiru Lawal delved on networking for career success. Two vice-chancellors, former Professor Rahman Bello and the current vice-chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe, both commended the Ummah for doing a wonderful job through the group which has helped the institution so well. From unveiling of a new logo, which depicts Ummah moving on stronger and better, the group promises to impact positively in the lives of the students and the university at large. Bumi Adigun, Ogtv News.
The police in Ebonyi State have faulted the alleged attack on its station and the killing of 3 of its men in Ebonyi community. There were reports that gunmen allegedly attacked the Nwana Police Division in Afikpo North local government area of the state in the wee hours of Sunday. The attackers were also alleged to have killed 3 policemen on duty, an inspector and 2 constables. They were also said to have burnt operational vehicles parked within the premises of the station during the alleged attack. But the police in Ebonyi on Sunday faulted the reported attack, saying both its personnel and facilities remained intact in the area. The Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Aliyu Garba, who stated this, added that the police station and the facilities there, including vehicles, were intact, and the hoodlums were killed. Arms and ammunition were also recovered. To the foreign scene now, a deadly blast in Kampala late on Saturday appeared to be an act of terrorism, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni said on Sunday. He said the explosion in the capital killed 1 person, although the Ugandan Police Chief Political Commissar Hassan Kisenge said late on Saturday that 2 people were killed, as Reuters reported. There was also no immediate claim of responsibility, as officials did not immediately respond to requests for comments. The blast occurred at the Jinda Pot Joint, a restaurant local media reported, with videos shared on social media showing panicked and confused revelers illuminated by blue police lights. Bomb blasts in East African country are rare, and Kampala suffered a major attack by Somalia's Al-Shabaab in 2020 that killed dozens of people. The group said it had attacked Uganda as a punishment for his deployment to troops in Somalia. Talking sports now, David Beckham is set to become the face of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar after signing a massive deal. The deal, which will fetch him around £15 million a year for the next 10 years, accumulating to a massive £150 million in total. The former Manchester United winger will be the ambassador for next year's World Cup and help promote it all around the world. He will also remain the ambassador for Qatar football for years to come and help it grow on international stage. Beckham flew to Qatar earlier this month for a week tour where he visited the new stadium and met dignitaries before next year's tournament. The Qatar World Cup is facing heavy backlash from many people after 6,500 workers reportedly died while building new stadia to host the games. We now